My name's Rhys Creed and I grew up freshwater fishing, and it makes up who I am now. All manner of freshwater fish, especially natives. My favourite thing to do is head out in our rivers and cast for both Murray cod and golden perch. I'm also the founder of a website and brand known as Social Fishing, and basically me and a bunch of mates got together and we built up a hub and a community of articles, videos, content, tutorials to help other people catch fish. Now, in terms of catching fish in rivers, the flow affects everything. Not only does it affect how we catch fish, but it also affects the fish in terms of their movement, how they feed, and also their breeding patterns. And we all know that environmental water is there to do just that. It helps the fish move around, breed, and feed. So those specific flows are there for a reason. In recent times, we're starting to see and hear more examples of how these flows get results for native fish. With all the scientific research and advancements, we can actually track and monitor and prove how these flows are benefiting our native species. When it comes to catching these natives in the river, there's a lot that goes into it. We understand how the river flows, the heights, the water temperatures affect the fish. And environmental flows, even though they are good for the fish, they can have a negative impact when it comes to actually fishing. As anglers, we plan our fishing trips due to the seasons, the water temperature, and a whole range of other factors. But when we release an environmental flow, that can come at any time, and if we aren't aware of that, it can ruin our whole fishing trip, because yes, the environmental flow is good at that time to help the fish. In terms of fishing, it will shut the fish down and we won't actually be able to catch our fish. But there are other impacts of environmental water that we need to better understand. I'm in the Murrumbidgee River catchment, and like many other anglers who know their rivers, lakes and dams, I know where the fish are, what's the best time to find them, which seasons we go out in, and which lures are the best at specific times of year. To produce all the videos and articles and to go out and successfully catch natives, we plan our trips well in advance. But if an environmental flow happens to flow down the river at the same time, it can totally ruin the trip. I think to a degree that the recreational fishing community has been left out of the conversation around environmental water. I'd love to say that we are regarded equally as an important stakeholder, but we know this isn't the truth. But I would say that it's important to remember that recreational fishing across the Murray-Darling Basin is a massive contributor to regional economies, tourism and business. But ultimately, for me as an angler, it comes down to how environmental water helps our native fish and our sport. But the good news is that anglers are wanting to know more. Interest is growing in the rec fishing community to learn more about environmental flows, when and why they happen, and this is great. The government is engaging more with anglers, and this can only be beneficial for us and the fish. I think that every angler is engaged, every angler wants healthier fish and ultimately better fishing.